The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
It took some nail biters to get to our final four, but our top four seeds have survived. This is the Bumpty Open. Hello puzzlers, this is your head tournament organizer, Cards of the Heart. Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack versus Speedrun Tournament 2025 Bumpty Open. We started with 11 players and now we are down to our final four, and yes, our top four seeds had to go through some squeakers, some photo finishes, some review of the tapes had to be done in order to get to where we are now. But now it is time for V-Hard. Now it is time for our players to squirm at Bowser, as Bowser is wont to do on V-Hard. We'll see how each of our four players will fare on the red hard level in just a little bit. But first, if you're tuning into this game for the first time, you're not exactly sure how everything works, allow me to take a couple minutes of your time to explain how this game works and how we are playing it in this tournament. Tetris Attack is a match 3 puzzle game released for the Super Nintendo in North America and Europe based on the Super Famicom game Palandapon. It was also localized and broadcast through the Super Famicom's Satellaview add-on multiple times throughout its service. Both versions are playable in this tournament. Swapping up to 2 panels in your stack at a time, match at least 3 panels of the same color horizontally or vertically to make the panels disappear. Simply matching 3, however, will not be enough to win. You need to make combos and chains to not only stop your stack's gradual rising for a short time and prevent your stack from breaking through the top of your field, but also send garbage to your opponent to force their stack to the top of their field. Make combos by matching more than 3 panels at once. The amount of time they stop rising the stack is minimal, but so is the amount of time their garbage makes the opponent's field shake. Quick wins can be achieved if you stack combo garbage correctly. Make chains by linking sets of matches together. Make one set of panels disappear and then let the panels directly above them fall into another match. Their garbage makes the opponent's field shake more, but they stop the rising stack for much longer. Forcing your opponent's stack to the top is more consistent with larger chain garbage. To beat the CPU opponents, you must either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is topped out, send so much garbage that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage in a way to make them think they can no longer make a move. Due to how combo garbage is handled in this game, this is by far the least likely scenario. In Versus mode, the easy level has 10 stages, the normal level has 11, and the levels Hard and V-Hard as we call it have 12. In this tournament, players will be racing each other through all of those stages to defeat the final stage as fast as they can. The player who does that first wins the race. The player who wins a predetermined number of races first wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players. On yesterday's show, we had 11 players fight through the easy through hard levels to position themselves for the final four, but now that we have reached the semifinal rounds, we will be playing V-Hard the rest of the way. We will have 2 V-Hard matches today that are best of 3, and our final match will be best of 5. And the winner out of all of these matches will be crowned our inaugural Bumpty Open champion. And one of the things our players will be fighting for today is tournament points, based on our little grid of entrance and number of points for positioning in the overall major tournament. With 11 players, the winner of this tournament will be receiving 13 points towards seeding for the major. The runner-up will be getting 7 points, and all of our top 4 have already earned 3 points for their performance so far. So getting that number 1 win and an automatic top 8 seed in the major tournament is also a prize that our players will be trying to yearn for so desperately with these matches. But also another thing that our players are ultimately playing for will be a part of our crowdfunded prize pool. Thanks to some generous supporters yesterday, the pool is now up to a nice $126 out of our initial stretch goal of $500. If the $500 stretch goal is reached then in the major tournament in March, the top 4 from the top gold bracket will get expanded to the top 8 for winnings. And then if we hit the final stretch goal of $1,000, the whole top 16, the whole gold bracket, will get a piece of that pie. And of course, the people who make the gold bracket this time around will be invited to the festivities based on the points that they earn in these monthly tournaments that we are holding. So let's take a look at our bracket and how things have shaped up to this point. As you can see, in our best of 3 matches so far, we've had 7 matches. 4 of them have gone to Game 3 deciders. So the earlier matches were definitely very close, and if you missed them earlier this weekend, be sure to check them out on YouTube when those videos are finally processed. So it's gonna be quite the affair if it continues for V-Hard. I expect all the players to play better this time around. I mean, last month we averaged 9.5 minute V-Hard races. I know we can do better than that. I know that I can do better than that. I felt especially disappointed in my performance last month, but this time around we've got players looking to get better and better times, and myself and FFR Pro 21 will square it off in a tale as old as time later on in the show. But coming up first, it is the 2 seed Bbforky and the 3 seed thebfin314. And you know, there's already some pre-race chatter about Forky wanting to watch the current Rocket League major tournament or switching to Dr. Mario instead. So I don't know where Forky's head is at, but Bbfin is definitely in the right frame of mind to do well in V-Hard. In fact, I just saw Bbfin in warm-ups get a 7:24 V-Hard time. So I don't know. It seems like advantage Bbfin in this one, but this is why we have to play the games. For sure, this is why we don't run these on pen and paper. And you know what? Looking at the live Twitch chat prediction for who is going to win, slightly more points are on Bbfin to win this match, although more people have put their hard-earned Twitch channel points towards Bbforky for winning the match. So who knows what we're gonna get here, puzzlers. Let's go ahead and get right to it. It is the number 2 seed Bbforky, the number 3 seed the thebfin314 in a best of 3 V-Hard showdown, and it's coming at you right now. Let's take a listen to Bbforky for the start of this match. So these players are playing on the red hard difficulty, which Forky is not currently preloaded into at the moment. We'll leave that on him. We'll leave it on Bbfin to decide on a restart if there is a false start on that regard. But I'll get these players ready to go, and we can get started shortly. Timers are counting down on racetime.gg, the site where we track all of these races, and this best of 3 V-Hard match is a go. And our timers are fairly synced in that regard, so even better. So, if hard mode in the community is considered V-hard light, then you have to know that V-hard is going to be quite the struggle. Like, look at what Bbforky was barely able to do to get that 18-second Lakitu stage, and Bbforky just had to send a whole lot to Lakitu to finish in 25 seconds. This V-hard difficulty, it's not actually called V-hard in the game. Our community is rooted in playing Pokemon Puzzle League, and Pokemon Puzzle League has that as the next highest level after hard, which they have it completely backwards, by the way, but I could rant for ages about all the things that Pokemon Puzzle League got wrong, even though it is my favorite game of all time. But as it stands now, Bbforky has been able to send the requisite 7 to 8 lines to these opponents to take them down. Bbforky has been short on a couple of occasions and had to sit through a little bit extra, but Bbforky, as I say that, a little light on the chains on that attack. Does feel like that a good balance of combos and chains is necessary here. You want to aim for an absolute minimum of a 4 chain, but sometimes a 5 chain is gonna have to be enough to get it done, or sometimes it's gonna take like 6 rows of combo blocks, as Bbforky just showed on that Poochie to get absolutely demolished. So, as these opponents are also want to do, they want to try and make combos to address garbage that is placed on top of them, and well, sometimes that can lead to some particularly cheesy kills that were not otherwise possible. Sometimes, as was evidenced by Bbforky there, you just gotta see these opponents just waste even more time with a little bit of the stop timer from the natural stack raise that combos give. It's so minor, though, that by and large you're not going to notice it. But as it stands now, Bbforky has expanded this lead to nearly a full stage. And of course, Froggy is going to chain on Forky and go down to row 2. That is very unfortunate. But in this mid-game, Bbforky has had a little bit of trouble sending the right chains. The combos have been good, the chains not so much. And well, one of our other puzzle friends, Tolker, has brought the Prime Gaming sub to the channel. That will add $1 to our crowdfunded prize pool, putting it at $127. Appreciate you tuning in, Tolker. Appreciate everyone that is tuning in live on Twitch. If you're not able to catch these on Twitch, then they will be available on YouTube shortly after. Okay, Bbforky had a little bit of a time with Blarg, got 37 seconds, of 34 for Bbforky. This mid-game not treating either of our players particularly well. As much as I recommend 7 lines of garbage to beat most of these V-hard opponents, Lunchfish and Raphael the Raven tend to clear enough panels that they demand 8 lines. Though Forky's sent enough there to avoid needing an 8th line. Got under 20 seconds for that one. 20 seconds is a good benchmark to hit on all of these stages. Because if you average 20 seconds per stage throughout the run, your time is going to be around 7:48. And getting 7:48 in a race is nearly automatic. Okay, Bbforky did not have a good time with that Raphael. Forky's Raphael is going to chain off of the transformed garbage, which that's just purely luck. These opponents don't actually know how to do that. No matter where you go in this level, so it is Bbforky into the Cave of Wickedness first, but neither player has to be feeling particularly good about the times they're getting so far. Although, Hookbill might have a problem here, and Bbforky takes him down in 15 seconds. There's some redemption for this run. Oh, maybe another 15-second Hookbill from Forky. Oh, these runs are picking up very quickly here. Nice adjustment from Bbforky getting a different match than he was anticipating. Oh, Bbforky just needs to send this other attack down, and maybe. Oh! Piranha Plant gets to that garbage clear just in time. And is gonna get a chain up in the second tier. The lag chain in second tier. And it's giving him time to get another... Oh my goodness. Piranha Plant needs to calm down. Bbforky had to crush his Piranha Plant. Plant is out of line right now. And Bbforky is going to take the lead with 2 stages to go. We need an exclamation mark calm down Plant in the live Twitch chat. We need this Piranha Plant to calm down. Lots of big garbage blocks. Oh, Plant barely does not have time to get to that follow-up. And that 1 minute Plant will definitely set Bbforky back a great deal. Oh, a nice gimmick from Forky. 23 seconds will be enough for a near full stage lead heading into the final opponent. And we've seen some Bowsers in these tournaments run multiple minutes, so Bowser is not one to be taken lightly. He's so fast and knows how to chain, as does the rest of the cave opponents do once they start chaining. Once Bowser starts chaining, it's hard for him to stop. 25-second Kamek from Bbforky. Oh, Bowser still finding ways to chain. Chain off the garbage! Which again, these opponents can't set up on their own. Oh my goodness gracious. This is the break that Bbforky needs. Bowser getting another 3 chain here off of Forky's garbage. Although... Oh, is Bowser going to see this in the second tier time? He does! And Bowser's giving Bbforky a 5 chain! This is going to get so close! Bbforky might... Oh, knock it... Oh, and Forky gets Bowser out of time! And wins game 1 with a time of 9:34. Oh me, oh my. And Bbforky is right behind with a 9:49. Oh my goodness, Tetris Attack. What are we doing? What is this game doing to our competitors? Let's go ahead and give our 2 seed star number 1. And just like that, Bbforky, the runner-up of the inaugural Lakitu Open, is on the ropes. Let's see how these two, quite frankly, both of these players will recover from that last run for Game 2. Our timers are counting down, and we are now ready to start Game 2. Again, it is all V-hard all the way for this match, and here we go. Game 2 is underway. This is the must-win for Bbforky in order to go back into the final, as he did for the Lakitu Open. And there's a start! That Bbforky wants 13 seconds. That is an amazing time. Everyone in this tournament would take a 13-second stage. Great work from him. And Forky's starting off not too far behind. So both players have to be feeling okay about where their runs are so far. Some cheeky little swapping to make that a 4-chain. That follow-up is going to make the screen shake a little bit as it cascades onto Bumpty, but still enough for a 19. By and large, Bbforky has avoided the garbage clears so far. Bbforky in these 2 stages has been assaulted by garbage clear after garbage clear. Gonna have to take a 33 onto this Bumpty. Bbforky sending another chain. It's like Bbforky trying to go through his recent PvP training and sending a factory of combos and chains. Of course, Bbforky also no slouch to the PvP experience too. There's an increasing number of speedrun players that are training in the player versus player engine of panel attack, and you know what? Maybe it's helped Bbforky's speed just a little bit. You kind of have to be a little bit fast to get semi-consistent 13-second stages on these opponents. So the training definitely definitely paying off for Bbforky. Forky's no slouch, though. Anyone that has been watching these tournaments and has watched Bbforky for quite some time, he is usually one of the most disciplined chainers in the community. And disciplined, I mean in terms of knowing his limits and knowing what chains he can go for. The setups are generally not all that elaborate, but he's still able to pull off quite a few maneuvers. And oh, one more line from Bbforky away from getting that stage to work quickly. He's gonna lose a few seconds on those garbage clears. Oh, has Bbforky timed this perfectly? Not quite. Couple more lines, couple more combos with that chain delivery would have made that work. But oh my, Blarg is getting to the second tier. It's just gonna waste even more time. Definitely hate to see that. Forky has Blarg making a 2-chain. Forky sent a big attack, but did not have quite enough combos to top off Blarg. So that's going to waste a few more seconds. Lungefish tends to require 8 lines of garbage to beat to Bbfin might be able to get away with 6 lines here. That will be enough for a 20. Bbfin definitely doing better on this V-hard attempt. Like that particular split, that particular segment time, he had to have gotten to Raphael here a minute and a half faster than the last run. Bbfin going up to a 6 chain as Raphael gets the stack raised. But the combos are there on the follow-up. That's going to be enough for a 21. And Bbfin will be reaching the Cave of Wickedness first in a little over 5 minutes. Although I do prefer the original Paneled Upon name for the area, that is Death Mountain. But I guess Nintendo still did not want death in their games with Mario characters. Understandable. And Bbforky is able to one up a little bit with that 17 Raven entering the cave about 30 seconds behind Bbfin. And this Hookbill is going to get conched. Shout out to Galloping Conch for being so enthusiastic about tracking those types of kills where the opponent has no move left they can make. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa! What timing on the attack for Bbforky, getting a 12-second Hookbill. Insane. Gonna need a few more of those to close out this match. But got to feel good about that. Oh, I don't think I thought Bbfin did not have enough on his follow-up chain to get that done, but it seems like Plant will not have time for anything else here. He does get the 4 combo for another garbage clear, but not gonna waste too much time. But here we go. Bbforky made up 15 seconds on that Piranha Plant, and we are basically even Steven neck and neck heading into the final 2 stages. Bbforky looking to avoid a run back of the last major tournament, where in a best of 5 hard mode match, Bbfin defeated Bbforky 3-1. So far, Forky is trending to go against that history, as a 20-second Kavik is going to be enough to put Forky into the lead heading into the final stage. Bbfin is dealing with garbage clear after garbage clear, the chain in the second tier. Kavik is going ham, and all Bbfin can do is chain and watch. 49 seconds on the Kamek. Has Forky sent enough combos with this chain? Bowser will continue the chain for a fair bit. Gonna get a 5 chain here. This down stacking will make the 5 chain garbage block shake very violently. And Bowser's going to continue the chain. That 3 chain is going to add a little bit more time. Bowser chaining second tier. Oh, Bbfin Bowser's down stacking and runs out of time! Oh my goodness gracious! What in the world happened here? Oh, I was so enamored with Bbfin's quick Bowser kill that I did not see Forky finish the Bowser just right after. Wow. This is gonna be right down to the wire, as both players have officially clocked in their timers at 8:27. So excuse me for a bit while I check the tape to see when these players finished their runs. After further review of these runs, Bbforky's time was 8:26. Bfin's time was 8:24. So it is Bbfin taking game 2 and forcing the decider. Unbelievable. What a bounce back from both of our players. From those 9.5-minute runs, I think they would both consider them clunkers, in game 1 to under 8:30 for game 2. Both of our players starting to play well at the right time. And now we go to game 3. And what was once a best of 3 is now a best of 1. One race to decide it all. Who will be the first into our gold bracket finals? Our 2 seed Bbforky or our 3 seed the thebfin314? Let us find out as game 3 is underway. And I've also neglected to mention that Lakitu from the jump is one of those stages that tends to require an additional line of garbage compared to the rest of the V-Hard opponents. Although both of our players getting away with 7-line attacks so far and getting 15-16-second stages as a result. And that kind of goes towards the variability of V-Hard too. Some stages will make you send 6 lines of garbage to win. Some stages will make you send 9 lines, or some of them will go just fine with 5, as Bbforky has demonstrated for a 10-second Bumpty. Oh, that is crazy. It looked like, yeah, Bbfin needed 9 lines to beat his Bumpty. That's just V-Hard being as variable as it is. Forky not quite as fortunate getting the attack on this stage. But still gonna get an 18 out of it, so not a huge deal. Bfin's Poochie is finding lots of combos. 9 lines required. 10 lines required. Bbfin getting the last 6 combo. Not able to completely crush Poochie. But it will be enough to lock in the kill at 23 seconds. Oh, Forky's Wiggler is down stacking. Does not have an immediate answer at the top. And that will be a 20. 20-second times, fairly good. Okay, Bbfin, I see the little bit of a catch thing you did there to like prop a panel in place to register as a chain. And Bbfin sent 9 lines to Wiggler and it was not enough! Are you kidding me? Like with that, Bbforky has extended this lead to a full stage. Bbfin is not getting the better stages to work with right now. But Bbforky has been able to take advantage of the stages he's been given. Oh, Forky built his chain to the side there, leaving very little room to expand anywhere else. But that is a very high blarg. It's gonna be a 17. Oh my goodness, Bbforky is getting some killer stages to work with right now. And he is taking full advantage. Again, Lungefish, one of those opponents that wants to demand 8 lines a bunch of times. This one's gonna need 10! Uh-oh. Is this turning? Is Bbforky's luck turning? There's no way that Forky was prepared for 10 lines. Although Bbfin might have had a bit of a low blarg of his own to only get a 20-something second out of that stage. I think the game might be trying to punish our players for getting good times in that last race. Forky with the 5 chain. The rows of combos. 8 lines was not enough. This mid-game is probably trying to enact some sort of vengeance. Raphael does get to the second tier garbage clear. Bbfin's Lungefish does not. So Bbfin will survive the stage. And Raven barely does not downstack that in time, so Bbforky will be entering the cave a few seconds slower than his game 2. Oh man, Bbfin did not have the combos on that chain. So a few extra seconds will be wasted, but only a few extra seconds because the follow-up combo assault was true. Oh, I don't know if Forky has made the chains here. Well, Hookbill certainly learned how to make the chains. Go down to row 1. That is nasty. And here's a problem, because Forky's stack is low, is waiting on Hookbill's garbage to transform. And Hookbill is not topped off. You really have to get aggressive with raising your stack in order to avoid this from happening. That's a 51 from Forky's Hookbill. But Bbfin's Hookbill is starting to chain. That 5 chain is going to give Hookbill just a little bit extra time to recover. A golden opportunity for Bbfin to get back in this race. Squandered just a little bit, but I'm not sure how Bbfin could have prevented that. Oh, Forky left himself marooned in continuing the chain. Gonna have to build this follow-up attack to get it done, and it just might. And it will. 23 seconds. Unfortunately for Bbfin, Piranha Plant gets to his garbage for a little bit of a clear, wasting a few more seconds, but is able to make up a tiny amount of ground. 2 stages to go, and this race is a lot closer than it was in the middle. Forky going up, down, all around to try and find these extra combos to add to the chain. Fast movement is not something I have normally associated with Bbforky, but speed has been improving in recent years. And don't look now, Bbfin's Kibik is chaining to an X8. That's gonna buy a little bit of time. Not that much though! And Bbfin will be taking the lead heading into the final stage. Forky's Kibik is still chaining. What a swing! As we head to the end of this match. Bbfin finds a 9 combo to start here. That's going to be all he's going to get from that chain. But Bowser's down stacking. He finds a garbage clear. He's going to chain a little bit, but not that much. Bbfin Bowser slow on the chain. Forky Bowser, definitely not. I'm not sure Beefin has sent enough to Bowser. Has Forky sent enough to Bowser? Oh, no. No, Forky has not sent enough! And Beefin Bowser is lag chaining. Oh, Forky Bowser runs out of time! And Bbforky will be advancing to our final with a V-Hard Game 3 of 8:59. What a match. What a race. What an effort from Beefin. But it is Bbforky getting to a bit of a return to glory, as it were. Forky has not won much in our tournaments since, I believe, the 2022 Redemption Silver Bracket final. But Forky does triumph here against Beefin. Beefin finishing officially with a 9:52. Crazy, crazy match to start off our semifinal Sunday here in the Bumpty Open. And it is Bbforky taking home star number 2 and the win. What a crazy game. Tetris Attack put up a great effort, but it was Bbforky that triumphed on this day. And there's the final time. Bbforky winning 2-1, moves on to the final to take on the winner of our next match. And boy, oh boy, if I can say anything personally to how crazy the next match is going to be, the next match is definitely going to be crazy. So here is what is going to be awaiting Bbforky in the finals. One more semifinal match to go. It is the tale as old as time. So long as if we've been playing competitive Tetris Attack. Myself and FFR Pro 21 have been playing competitively against each other. Not only clashing in the finals of the Tetris Attack 2018 tournament, but also clashing in the finals of the 2023 Pokemon Puzzle League tournament, amongst many other matchups that we have encountered each other in. We'll both be looking to have some good games, some better games in our VHARs this time around than we did last month. And we will show you how that match is going to go right after this. So stay tuned. You are watching the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2025 Bumpty Open. Can it get any crazier than this, puzzlers?